What up, fellas? How we doing, fellas? Hold on. Give me a second, fellas. All right, we sound good, fellas. How we doing? Oh, I'm all done. Yeah. Long time. Actually, not really, bro. Today was one of the worst days at the gym. But I think this girl wanted to talk to me, dude. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't reading the signals right. I went in there, all right? So here's what happened. So I go to the gym, right? Everybody's already like, say, what's up? Everyone's dapping me up, dude. All the girls filling up my arms. I'm like, bro, look, back off, right? I'm here to work out. I always start off with like either walking for 5 minutes or doing the chairs for 5 minutes. Like, not the chairs, bro, the bicycles for 5 minutes. Get on there for 5 minutes, get the legs going. So, you know, I go over the cable machines and I start doing my triceps, a little bit of curls for the biceps. So, like, I'm by myself. Bam. Plenty of equipment around. Girl to the left, girl behind me. They start pulling up, and then they start working out right next to me, bro. One of them is doing squats. The other one's doing these shoulders extensions that reach out, like... So the pole is, like, right here, right? Like, imagine here's the pole. And then she starts doing her workout, doing whatever it is. One of these, it was, like, either this or one of these. So I'm standing right here. I'm facing this direction. She's behind me. And then you can just kind of feel something, right? And her hand was probably, like, if I would have just done that, like, it would have been touching me, dude. She looked at me, I looked at her, and I did the what any sensible man will do. Immediately look away. Yep, I looked away. I looked away, and I was like, okay. And then I kind of just moved to the side a little bit, so like the pole's right here. So I kind of just went to the side, and then she kept doing her workouts. And then like, I never looked like at her as I'm working out, but you can just, you know when you can see, like you can just feel someone looking at you, and I can tell she was looking at me, and I'm like, all right. But she had headphones on, so I'm like, all right, well, what's the move, dude? What is the move? And then this girl right next to me, she starts popping squats, dude. But she's doing, dude, and it started to get a little weird because she's right next to me, dude, and she's like in this machine. It's like off the ground, so she's like on this platform, stadium-looking thing. She gets on there. She gets in like a squatting position. Mind you, her ass is like facing my direction, and then she starts like jiggling, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, just squat. Like, she starts, like, shaking her leg. She starts doing this. And I'm like, bro, like, what is going on? Am I on a hidden camera, dude? Honestly, that's what it felt like. I felt like I was on a hidden camera, and they wanted to see my reaction of, like, all right, let's just get him, see what he does. You know what I mean, dude? It honestly felt like that. And I'm like, bro, I can't look that way. I got this girl shaking her ass, so I can't look that way, because then I'm a creep. And then if I look at her working out right behind me, then I'm like, so what do I do, bro? I just look at the ground. I look at the ground, and I'm like, bro, it is what it is. It is what it is, dude. Yep, and then I finished my workout. I left. I'm like, bro, I'm going home, dude. I feel harassed. Dude. So I left, dude. So yeah, that happened. That happened, dude. But other than that, the workout was fine, dude.
Hire an actual robotics lab to make real-life robots that say jokes.
For a human, you make a pretty great robot.
And I am called Louise. We are proud veterans of the robot-human war, which the stupid meatbags somehow won.
Sometimes, bro, this is what happens when you're too... Where this so this happens. I'll tell you exactly how this happens. This happens when, you know, you go to elementary, you go to middle school, and you go to high school, and your entire time throughout that whole time, you do exactly what you're told. You know, you go home, you're the goody tissue kid who did his homework at home, turned it in, never cheated. Wasn't like the smartest, wasn't like the most creative, but through, you know, you were a hard working kid through elementary, middle school, and high school. You know, you were well dressed, you were well liked. You kind of just never said anything outrageous, right? You never cussed. You know, like saying, "Oh my God, he said it." Oh my, you know, that's a big deal for them, right? Because they grew up in a nice home, maybe, you know what I mean, and they did their homework. They never cheated. They just did things by the book, right? They did all the right things. They limited themselves, and the parents had a tight control over them too, right? Like they were helicopter parents, right? They made sure the kid was always doing their homework. They looked through the kids' phones. They said who they can and can't be friends with. They met the parents of every friend that they try to be with, right? Stuff like that. So, you know, they graduate to college. They usually get scholarships and they go to this nice college, and then they continue the same habits, right? They never go out and party too hard. They might have a beer or two, and then they go home by 10 p.m. And overall, you know, they're good kids. They're the kids that you think you want, right? The 4.0 kids, the very intelligent kids, the ones that never did any trouble, the ones that if they drink one beer, they would Uber home, the ones that probably never smoked weed, or if they did, they probably did it once and freaked out. And through their work in, like, their academic work, they were able to find high status jobs like movie directors and producers and stuff like this, right? And the outcome is great, right? The visuals look amazing. Look at the lighting in the background. The robot looks fantastic. The whole setup is great, right? The audio works. The music works. The whole setup is perfect, right? This is what you expect from a kid who always did the right thing and worked hard and paid attention to detail. It looks amazing. However, the problem is when they try, and the problem lies whenever they try to do things outside of that, right? And then you end up with very lame jokes like this. They can't get too politically out there. You know what I mean? It just becomes, it looks great and it's set up to be this amazing thing, and it just falls flat because whoever wrote this dumb joke, bro. You see what I mean? Like that would piss me off. If I'm the one that invested this money as an investor and I saw this, bro, like, why did this robot just say this lame ass joke, bro? Get somebody out there who's gonna say something borderline racist, who's gonna say something so politically, like, outrageous, something so that just gets the people riled up. I don't care if people want to cancel the show. I don't care how people feel. I don't care if it gets targeted by boy. Like, just make it pop. Make people talk about it, bro. I did not spend $300 million for this lame joke, bro. Everything else looks good. I don't know, bro. That's just my personal take, my personal opinion on why I think this is why this fell flat, because of jokes like that, bro. I don't know. All right. So the real reason why we're streaming today is we have found a new profound love for Overwatch 2. However, like, okay, so realistically, you're going to probably start reading it there, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I messed up the start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mouse scrolls, bro, worth of notes. These guys are insane, dude. No, these guys are insane. You gotta give them props, dude. I almost want to open it up to see what's going on. That's the goal, bro. We're trying to hit gold 5 in Overwatch 2. Current silver 4. All right, so the goal is, we're starting silver 5. The goal is gold 5, dude. We are actually aiming for gold 5 in the carry role. So let's get it, dude.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, bro. I gotta work on my aim, bro. You know, I always make fun of the people that, like, had their face, like, 2 centimeters away from the screen, but I can see why, because it kind of helps the closer you are to the screen. Good run, bro. Holy moly, we kind of dominated there, huh? I think the biggest problem right now for me is the aim, bro. I'll be honest. But I mean, that's something that we can work on. As his kids say, we cooked.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Engaging enemy. Stop the payload.
Oh, I got cooked. Other hinder. Let's go, dude. We needed that play. What's hitting me?
Let's take off!
The Eye of Horus watches over you.
Bro, I need the tank to not do what he just did. I need him to stay here. Let's go. Oh, we needed that. Let's go, dude. I mean, that was the perfect setup. Can I shoot that red ball down? I need the tank here, bro. I need the tank here, bro. I can't die here, bro. I can't die. Can't die. Can't die. Can't die. Can't die. I have ult. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Oh, first game of the day. GG's. Let's go.
Turret destroyed.
Oh my god, how did he kill me that fast? That's actually insane. This guy's insane. Oh my god, bro. These toxic ass little kids in Overwatch, bro. What's going on with Overwatch? Interesting. I don't even know what happened, but I guess they all died.
To the next point. A blazing massacre.
A time to heal.
I got speared.
10 seconds.
That warms the bones.
Defeat.
Oh yeah, what a horrible game, dude. This is probably the worst game of tonight. Holy. Ah, that's it, bro. That's it. That's it, dude. Enough. Enough. Enough of Overwatch, dude. 6-7, bro. That's as good as it's gonna get for the night. We finished where we started. Silver 5. I'll be on tomorrow. Anyway, guys.